Hello, hello, and welcome back to Sympathy Lab here on the Sport and Outdoor Media Days. As you maybe realized, if you are following for quite a while, we switch between German, English, and whatever is needed for the brands for their market to use afterwards. And this is why we do it, to really make a collaborative format together with Matthias Assmann and his new press days, but also with the brands who use our stage from Sympathy Lab in a collaborative format, but also, of course, to have the right outcome with the right messages. And now I'm pretty proud to have you here in our mobile studio.
Thank you.
Nico Holzmeier. You work for Suunto.
Yes, I'm the marketing manager for Suunto for Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
It's great to have you here, even if we both have a German accent, but I guess it's fine because we see what we can make use of it afterwards. Is it, when we just had our first conversation, it would be great if you say who you are, why you love your job, and what brought you there, just as a short intro, so that our visitors and listeners can hear you on a different ear.
Okay, so my name is Nicolas Holzmeier. I'm the marketing manager Suunto, Germany, Austria, Switzerland. I'm working for Suunto for 3 years now, and what brought me to the company is also the reason why I like working for it. It's my passion for outdoor sports. I used to work more in the marketing agency business, and then being a trail runner, being an outdoor sports person, I was looking for a brand that fit my passion for the sports, and Suunto was a great fit for me because it's a product that I wear 24/7. Whatever I do, whatever sports I do, it's my partner, it's with me. So it's cool to work for that and build the future of the brand now.
It's always so love to hear where all the passion comes from, and if it's like all the personalities we have here have their passion in what they do. And before we deep dive into like market situation and plans for Suunto, maybe you can describe, based on facts and figures, what is Suunto? Maybe we have some listeners who don't even know what Suunto is.
Well, it's funny because this is actually always the first thing I do with Suunto is say like, okay, you all pretend you know Suunto, but do you really know Suunto?
Do you really know Suunto? Exactly.
Of course you know the products we have, but do you know that we are over 100 years old? We are founded 1936 by Thomas Wolonen, a Finnish guy, a Finnish orienteer who wanted to have a super precise compass, and he invented the first liquid-filled compass that did not freeze. So that was 1936, and then during the Winter War, pretty accurate at the moment, like Finland against Russia, we invented a lot, used a lot of the compasses there, and that was kind of the foundation for the company. And then a couple of years later, British divers went with the compass underwater and figured out that the compass also worked for diving. So that's where we started. That's around in the 60s. We started to be also a diving company, and up to today we are the market leader for dive computers and dive compasses. And around in the 90s we invented the Suunto Vector, and Vector was by then the first super accurate altimeter barometer compass watch. So some people claim it was impossible to reach the top of Mount Everest without using a Suunto watch. So this is kind of the original real deal where the heritage of the brand comes from.
Okay, thank you very much. And in preparation, it was important for you that we have a little specific view on design, correct?
Yes, design is an important part. I mean, we are a Finnish company. We are from Helsinki. We still produce in Helsinki up to date, and also the design, we call it Nordic design. It's a minimalistic design, and this is something where we are proud of and we want to differentiate from others. Okay.
Is there something specific you personally admire on your product?
Well, on the new watch, the Suunto Peak, what I'm wearing here at the moment, I really like that we were able to...
Maybe you put it in one of the cameras.
I don't know which one. We really like that we came from the big bulky watches that you're used to and reduce it down to a super light, just around 50-gram watch, without reducing any hardware, without cutting down on battery life. And this is also regarding female athletes, that we don't say, you're a woman, you want to have a smaller watch, that means you cannot have the same battery life. No, We have one watch for everyone with the full package, and it's a really small, lightweight, and super nice design watch.
Interesting, thank you very much. There is something on partnerships, which is important for your brand situation, for the market potentials, for everything which comes together in communication. Guide us through your pillars.
We're Suunto, we are a hardware brand, but also we're a software brand. So we live in two worlds. And in the software brand, nowadays it's super important to have the right partners, because we cannot build our own Strava. We should not do that. So there are super great services out there that the people in the outdoor industry, in the sports industry, they use them. So we want to be compatible. So we have partnership with Strava, with Komoot. Now super new partnership is with Outdoor Active. And we have over 200 partners now.
And over 200?
Over 200 partners that we work together, and we have an open platform, and there's new things coming now. So it's called Suunto Guides. They will involve new Training Peaks features. We're gonna have Gretel, which is a platform that helps to dial in your food and your drinks during trail running events, and all this will be possible to use with your Suunto watch, and more to come.
Where can we check that out on your website?
On Suunto.com, yeah. There's a specific site for partners and Suunto Plus. Yeah.
How exciting.
Yes.
I knew parts of them, but I did not know the full picture. So the thing on sustainability is something what you had in your mind when we prepared this speech. So it's on renewable energies, and there's something you want to call out for.
In general, I think every outdoor brand at the moment has realized that they need to do something, because we live from the outdoors, and so we need to protect our playgrounds as well. Suunto has always had a sustainable approach just by the way how we produce. So we are manufacturing our watches in Finland. That means the watches are built by some girl, some guy in Finland by hand, and if anything breaks, you send it back, we open it, we repair it, and we send it back. And this is something we do since ever, so this comes natural to us, but we also have changed now the production to 100% renewable energy.
Right.
And this is also something that we can do because we produce in Finland and not somewhere in China, in Asia.
Okay, and for what your watches deliver in terms of lifestyle and attitude, it's all on adventure, right?
Yes, it's something where we have our heritage on, and we don't want to be the brand who's all about the numbers and the calories burned and the faster and so on. It's all there. So if you want to track how fast you reach the top of the mountain, how fast you run a flat 10K, you get all the data, all the statistics, but the attitude of the watch and the brand is more towards adventurous, trying something new, going out there, and this is something very personal. So for someone, an adventure can mean you need to climb the Mount Everest to be an adventure. For somebody else, it's running a 5K run somewhere you've never run before, or at night, or the same look backwards. So it's super personal, and we want to cater all of them, and we want to be there as the perfect guide for them.
You know what, you're doing a perfect job. You do deliver technical device emotions, so thank you very much for that. If you want to say something to the industry for now, for cooperations, I guess you already put some pillars in this place, and I'm sure we will have different opportunities to have discussions on that. The only thing I would like to ask you as a last question is data management, digitalization. What's your opinion on that, and where do you see the next month? What's happening there?
Well, that's a difficult question. You
I
need
know.
to be a bit more specific.
It's more, I think you're managing data, and there is it's a soft line. It's a thin thing to have data to measure and to develop projects forward, but also, of course, question how much we share.
So in terms of data, of course, we have tons of data. So and we collect all of them, and I'm offering this data also to the press, to the media. So For example, if you want to know in the region of Munich, how many people do cross-country skiing, at what time, how old are they more female, more men, whatever, so they can approach us, and we're really happy to help and to really give insights into the data. And this is something interesting, and of course we use that for us, for producing our watches and developing our softwares. But also we like to give that to our partners, and be it in tourism, be it with other brands, to be in...
Brilliant call to action, because it's all combinable for a good sustainable approach in all that areas. Of course we need that kind of management.
During the first COVID lockdown, that was the first thing we put out in the media was, how does the sports behavior change of people now with the lockdown?
Definitely.
So the rise of biking, the rise of running versus the decline of indoor swimming, for example. And then we took a look with some bigger newspapers in Germany and also in Spain on how did it change after the first lockdown. So were people still running as much or not? And this is, so it's all there. So it just need to combine the right
And it's exactly
dots.
what happens here, because everybody who was here during the day right now said, we have data management and we base our research on, so ideal moment to share.
Yeah, but I
to get
think
on
we
board
have
with
the
other
most
brands.
data because we collect it every day.
Tell the others, please. Tell them all. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for your time, and I think hopefully we meet again in the shows in the next months.
Yes, thank you very much.
Take care. Thank you for your time.
Cool.